Why does this giant furball chase and try and kill you in an abandoned factory? Well, going back to 1930, Playtime Co. was founded by a man named Elliot Ludwig. And in 1985, the company invented their now infamous Huggy Wuggy toy that was a massive success. However, on August 8th, 1995, everything changed when the Hour of Joy occurred. This event led to the shutting down of the factory, and as the years went on, Playtime Co. was forgotten. Until 2005, when you, a former employee, comes to the factory looking for some answers. You had gotten a letter that seems to have been written from a child urging you to come to the factory. In the factory and exploring some more, you find the iconic Grab Pack, which is an extendable arm that allows you to touch and grab stuff. When you enter the lobby, you see a giant statue of Huggy Wuggy standing there like he's greeting any guest that may come by. But when the lights turn off and you look back, you can see that Huggy Wuggy is no longer there, indicating that he wasn't a statue but is in fact alive. And as you continue exploring the factory, you finally get chased by Huggy Wuggy, who is no longer hiding in the shadows. And you barely manage to escape as you make him fall and tumble down into the abyss below. But don't worry, because we'll be seeing him again very soon. Going down the hall and entering a room, you can find a doll that's encased in a glass box, but this isn't just some regular doll. The doll is called Poppy Playtime and is one of the first successful dolls that Playtime Co. created back in the 1950s. As you open the case that it's in, this happens. In Chapter 2, you pick up where you left off, but now with the help of Poppy Playtime assisting you. She explains that you cannot escape this factory on foot and that you have to take the train that this factory somehow has, because I guess Granny built it for them or something. As you continue down your journey, Poppy Playtime is kidnapped by a mysterious creature. And before you can even try to escape, this happens. Mommy Longlegs shows up and says if you want to escape this place, you have to play and win her games. And if you lose, you already know what's probably gonna happen to you. The first game is called Musical Memories, where you have to remember musics and colors. There is this bunny called Bunzo the bunny that tries to distract you, but if you still win the game, then Mommy Longlegs slimes him out for failing, I guess. The second game is called Whack-A-Mole, where instead of hitting a mole, you hit Huggy. Pretty simple. After you win that game, Mrs. Longlegs becomes more and more angry at your continuous successes. You can also see this familiar face if you play and actually look for any Easter eggs. The next and final game, technically, is a game called Statues, where you have to move through a maze in the dark. And when the lights are on, you cannot move at all unless PJ Pillar, a caterpillar, will try and kill you. After you win again, Miss Longlegs gets really angry at you and she begins trying to chase and kill you because I guess she's just a sore loser. You manage to escape because Miss Longlegs gets caught up in a grinder and she's basically grinded alive. But afterwards, some creature drags Miss Longlegs' body away to be used for later. You finally manage to rescue Poppy and the two of you guys head to the train to escape the factory. However, while you're riding the train, Poppy abruptly switches the directions of the track and the two of you go completely different directions. The train proceeds to crash and you are knocked out instantly. In Chapter 3, you wake up before you are inevitably tossed into the trash by a character called Catnap. When you escape to the maintenance tunnel, you hear something really odd. You hear and find a phone being called, and when you pick up the phone, you hear a person on the other side called Ollie. Ollie promises to help you and says that you need to go to Catnap's lair called Playcare. On your way down to Playcare, you can see that it was a place that used to house children. However, Playcare is filled with a gas called red smoke that can cause hallucination. Ollie tells you to start restoring power to the place, and you visit a place called Sweet Home Sweet. Sweet what? Home Sweet Home was a place that orphaned children could stay, which sounds really nice, huh? But before long, that red smoke you've been breathing in this entire time puts you in a nightmare situation after you find a TV. Coming out of the TV is Huggy Wuggy, who chases and finally kills you, ending this entire cat and rat game. Comment if you want a part 2 and like the video because this is a blue video. Bye.